another week. It's another Friday. We bring you TTTT. My name is Amina Abdi Rabah. You get to meet the panelists in a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what was trending this week. What were Kenyans talking about on social media? These are some of those stories. Things are falling apart at the second headquarters, JKIA. What's happening at our international airport? Stick around for more. Kenyans are disappointed with the Wells Fargo thieves who stole 94 million Kenya shillings. But why? Yani, no one wants the money to be recovered. Tuvuke boda kidogo tuingie Tanzania, and it seems like one of their ministers was busy visiting prohibited sites. All right, so let's meet the panelists. We've got Mariam, we have Mato, and we have someone new we've never had on the show. He's not new, but we've just never had him on TTTT. So welcome to Kido, who is a digital journalist. He works with SPM Buzz. He's been, of course, on the trend. Kido, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nimefurahi sana. Leo nimefurahi sana kukona. Okay, fine. Acha tuanze haraka haraka. So let's just...
Sisi utaki tusali.
Well, hi guys.
She
said amechoka na uso zetu.
Mariam, it's like that, huh?
Again?
She's decided it's like that,
It's like that, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's
Let's move on.
It's all, oh gosh. This is one of those things like when someone ignores you in public and then you go and you're like, were you? Because now it's weird. I don't want your greeting. You don't want to hug me. You want to introduce me. Ulinilenga though. Ulinilenga. That is that. Welcome, Mariam. Welcome, Mato.
Thank you.
So I don't know. Did you guys actually plant trees on Monday, by the way?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Where? Mariam?
Well, yeah, well. Ivo too. That's enough. Well.
You planted a tree in a well.
In a well? I don't know.
I didn't plant any trees, unfortunately, but there'll be plenty more days for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be another. If it's going to be a regular holiday, is it going to be?
Stop, Mariam. No.
Why? I'm very serious. It's going to be every November. Was it 13th? There will be a tree planting day. Ama, that's just for this year.
No, I don't. We don't need any more holidays. We need to work now. We need to work. Anyway, but let's. Mato, did you?
No.
Okay, I did. I planted several, but I hear it was 350 million trees planted.
It's a lie.
Anyway, so the first National Tree Planting Day took place on the 13th of November when Kenyans were asked to plant seedlings provided for free by the government via public nurseries in designated public areas, that is. The public were also encouraged to buy at least 2 seedlings to plant on their own land. The aim of the first National Tree Planting Day was to plant 100 million trees through, though official figures have not yet been released. So nishawauliza mnamjia hamjapanda, sijui kama watu nyumbani walipanda. I don't know, I didn't see a lot of people sharing videos or pictures of them planting trees. I don't know, was the day a fail? Did it need to be Mato, you look like you're itching to say something, but do you think it deserved a day dedicated to this activity?
No, come on. You might as well have a national day for taking alcohol then. If anything can be given a day. I mean, come on. This was clearly a political move. This was clearly a move to appease the donors who had as part of their clauses that Kenya must be seen, emphasis, must be seen to lead the fight against climate change. Whether this is actually happening or not, we do not know. Because we will plant trees. They say that the figure is 15 million.
They
say the figure is 15 million.
They said 150
million.
Yeah.
Yes, meaning that each and every Kenyan, all 50 million of us, including the ones in the hospital, even the babies, even including my 3 boys of 6, 4, and 0, all planted a tree. 3 trees. Yes. So I think it's the audacity of daring to not say the truth. I do not want to say what the other thing is. But clearly, We are seen to be at the forefront, which is good. Some people have been mentioned in the top 100 people who are towards climate change, manenos, nini, kudos, good for you. But at least Kenyans, if you can, plant trees. Of course, I am not negating the fact that it's actually good for the country. Please, do plant trees. A holiday, it did not deserve. Because the amount of money that was spent, that we are still going to have to check from our taxes, will not make sense at the end of the day.
Yes.
As far as meaningless political gestures go, this one is my personal favorite. I think the fact that we did get to plant trees is amazing. I saw a lot of people do it actually. Personally on like my social media, everyone was sharing they're taking especially their children out just to get that culture in them. So if nothing else, there'll be at least a generation of people coming up that know it's a good idea to plant a tree. It's a good thing to do. If truly there were 150 million trees planted, I would like, you know, at least 50 million of them to make it to full maturity, as opposed, because I don't know if there's a plan beyond, you know, planting the tree and putting it in the ground. It needs care, it needs love, it needs taking care of, and all of that good stuff. So I don't know what that looks like in 5 years, 10 years. Also, there's what Mato had talked about, appeasing our, you know, donors, etc. The whole carbon credit deal, which seems to be a big agenda now with Azimio selling carbon credits to the West, which is such a complicated thing, but it's not that you plant a tree and then it sucks carbon, you know, directly out of the environment, and then you go and you tell them, give me money, I've taken all the carbon out. It's complicated, but I am happy for the young kids who got to plant trees, and even like people who are grown up and now they're thinking, I can do this, it can be a part of my culture. Maybe that's how we fix like our, you know, global warming, not global warming, our water catchment issues. Yeah. Okay.
I don't, but Mato has just clearly stated it's a business move.
But you do realize they might have said 150 million trees procured. We had planted.
Hapana, hizo sasa
150 million might have been procured, but whether it is 150 million that were planted,
we know for sure it was not Mato. Come on. So zingine hata sisi tukidanganywa, you know, I'm like, what do they take us for? Yes, Kido?
But just to say maybe something, it's like, for me, I say it's a good move from the government, because we are trying to create something that it was before our time when we were growing up. So it's a good move. But now when the government come to exaggerate and say that we did 150 million trees, na pale kwa portal namba inasema tofauti, sijui telling ndio gani, lakini what I'll say is that if kama tunafanya for PR publicity sawa, but kama tunafanya for because of just to control the nature and everything sawa, because hata ngare madhara ya kuhitaji kamera kupanda miti.
Hapo hitaji holiday pia kupanda miti.
Hata kwa holiday.
Yes. Yeah, I know we didn't need, especially with how the economy has been, we don't need a holiday. We don't need a holiday to go and chill.
I feel like this was a pole holiday. Like, you guys have put you through a lot. Shikeni, he like bus baby. Pole.
It works but then in the opposite.
Yeah.
Do you know how I had to plead with my editors to come and work on that day? Because I did not know this holiday was coming. Yeah. We did so much work the previous week. Yep. We needed to start cutting those. Just how nimechelewa kwa sababu tulikuwa tunaedit bado.
Vitu za tree planting.
And then the idea was to placate Kenyans kidogo. Pole ni bus.
No, mimi sitaki hiyo pole. Mimi ile pole ningetaka ni, you know, just an affordable life. Yeah. It's just becoming so difficult. The only thing we can do so far now is breathe, and I'm sure, like I said a few weeks ago, soon enough they'll figure out how to tax us breathing. Anyway, now days after a video clip of leaking roofs at the country's main airport, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, went viral, the airport's management has broken its silence. Kenya Airports Authority management has said that the airport had suffered from inadequate upgrading of facilities and infrastructure capacity over the past 10 years.
Wait, isn't that the new terminal?
What kwanza muone ikinyesha kwa airport alafu Mato you jumping. Okay, so there it is. There's the video. What were you asking?
E for embarrassing.
Isn't this the new terminal?
That is what I wanted to say. This is the new terminal.
And it's not 10 years old.
You're right. It's maybe 7, I can't remember, but it's not 10 years old.
Because this is international departures or something. Yes. Yes, this is international departures.
Yes.
And it's new.
Yeah.
Budget.
Okay. So
budget ilipitishwa kuna mtu tuseme.
Thank you for mentioning that word.
Maintenance.
Apparently, there is no word for maintenance in Swahili.
Really, Mato? That's where you were going with that.
There is no word for maintenance in Swahili. It is just not an African thing. After imeshatengenezwa unaenda ukiendaga. Mtoto anazaliwa anaenda akiendaga. Ati kurudi kuhakikisha kila kitu iko sawa. Oh baby, how is your mental health? Oh building, how are your roofs leak?
You know, it's become like the laughing stock of East Africa. I don't know when it happened, but it's happened. I saw the Ugandan Airports Authority like dispelling the myth that this has happened.
That is not Uganda.
At Entebbe. I'm just like, wait, and they said it like sarcastically. Like we've seen some of the posts going around online saying that this is happening at our airport. We'd just like to let you know that this happened at a neighboring country, and we're like, we're the neighboring country.
Yeah.
And guys are like, that's actually, it's not that bad, guys. It's them. It's them. It's those ones. Those are the ones with the problem. To be honest, the CS blamed the Jubilee administration. And just like, at some point, take responsibility.
Yes,
you're 1 year into power. You can't still be saying Jubilee.
Yeah.
The point of leadership is the buck stops with you. Even you know what, this is extremely embarrassing, we're taking measures XYZ, that would have been somewhat acceptable, but to blame Jubilee
but that's the hard way.
year in, come on.
Yeah, you can't keep doing that, surely.
Jubilee is the easy way.
No, but till when though? Who has even forgotten he was president, and he still has his name almost every single day is still being blamed. And then at the same time, you are still part of this said government.
You are.
I beg. So what are we, it's like Mato blaming himself last year. You know, it's like, when you Mato,
yeah.
Now
I'm all grown now. I'm focusing on new things.
So what have you been doing? So okay, so all year long, were there other things that were being done at the airport? And you know, of course, as a result of the last party that was in power, I don't know. We can't just keep blaming.
I mean, just to ask you, maybe I don't know. Sijui CS lazima ongea wakiona kamera lazima useme kitu.
Yeah, it's okay to be quiet.
I mean, he did need to speak. We just didn't expect him to say that. You know, I feel like every time I hear this argument of Jubilee, Uhuru, it's like that argument for Hamas every time. You know, like it doesn't make any sense. A year in, it's so embarrassing, honestly. And then, you know, I don't know if they know that on Twitter we are constantly at battle with all these countries. You guys cannot do this to us.
Rwanda have the audacity
to say,
we have 6 are making fun of
Rwanda have the audacity to say I would have insulted Kenyans, but
your government.
Their government is doing a better job of catching them.
So regarding the floods that we're seeing across the country, especially in Mombasa, I've seen so many videos and clips being shared. And then today I read a tweet. Some guy said, "Simuli mchagua kwa sababu anajua kudance." No higher matokeo basi, no higher matokeo. Yeah, they're doing
Actions
the challenge.
have consequences.
Yes, they do.
And it's funny that nothing has been spoken about what is happening in Mombasa by the leadership, and nothing is being done. We are seeing people struggling by themselves. Na alafu tusikie kuna budget ya boats zilikuwa procured ambayo hazijaonekana bado, haziko hapo zianzie kusave watu.
Yeah, a whole El Nino budget that we don't know the amount, but we can't see the work that it's doing on the ground either. I think someone had already chopped the money because they were like, El Nino, because the predicted dates, they didn't stick to the dates.
And the president said, like,
yeah, actually did. And then Kenya Met had to be like, so actually, it may come just a bit later because they don't want to trauma on their own. It was very weird. I'm like, can we get one line of like communication?
Yeah, please.
But now watu wa Mombasa sijui sasa watafanya sasa siku hizi live streaming kutoka kwa manyumba because mvua inanyesha.
Surely.
Complain. So
let's just take a break. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
GoTV Stream iko mkononi. Shows zinashika, raha ya kila mtu. Relax, kila kitu iko. Movies za ile mudu nadai. Series ziko na edge of the seat action. Na maestro wote una like. Mechi yako na sports action yote. Na watoije hata wao hawajawachwa nyuma. Wacha enjoyment izidi hii holiday na GoTV. GoTV Stream available from 1st December for all active customers.
Doors should not hold out opportunities. Doors are the gateways to progress. The ones that hold ideas. Ones that hold the key to equality. Let's take those to places where there are none and bridge the distance by connecting the past to the future. Let's open big doors and small ones. And doors that expand your horizons. And those that close deals. Let's open big doors that harbor progress in all the places that we are, at all times that we can, for as long as we can.
KCB ni yetu.
KCB ni yangu. KCB is mine.
KCB ni yetu. For people, for better.
Today we're on Happy Kenya Clean Toilet Mission. And you're visiting Mama Zawadi live in Nairobi. Come with me. Ah, Selena! Mama Zawadi, how do you keep your toilets clean?
I use normal detergent and bleach for washing.
The detergent and bleach cleanless can leave behind yellowness, rust and germs. Harpic's 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach. And kills 99.9% illness-causing germs in your toilet, including the COVID-19 virus.
Wow, Selena! Nimeamini sasa!
Really?
Yes!
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
Tarehe 19 Novemba, Kenya itakuwa miongoni mwa nchi 58 duniani kusherehekea siku ya wanaume mwaka huu. Kwa miaka, mwanamume amelia, kulaumiwa na kujilaumu kila anapoteleza. Ila mara hii yuko tayari kusemezana.
Tunapata kubarikiwa na mafunzo kutoka kwa mentor ambao wanakuja kutufundisha jinsi ya kuwalea watoto na hata kuwapenda.
Kwenye gumzo la Sato Jumamosi hii, waathiriwa na washirika husika wanakwea jukwani.
Shirika hili linahusisha wanaume katika kuleta usawa wa kijinsia, kupigana na dhuluma za kijinsia, kupromote what we call sexual and reproductive health, to promote positive fatherhood.
12 jioni, wanaume tusemezane.
It was a celebration like no other, as the Diaspora Mount Kenya Economic Bloc marked its 5th annual Cultural Day in Dallas, Texas. Find out how DIMKEB is staying true to its roots and its impact in the lives of its members.
We have issued money to bereaving families for up to about $3 million.
From Germany, home away from home at Nairobi restaurant owned by Kenyan chef Gillian Luangu Pirot.
We also want to teach the Germans that we are not just Africa, we are different.
This as Kenyans in Dallas remember their motherland.
Every diasporian has an aspect of wanting to invest back home.
Ushidi Gardens, Nakuru. This property is developed by Optiven. What's unique about this property? It's only 18 minutes from Nakuru City, the pink city. So please call this number 0790 300 300. Optiven, we have you covered.
Jina lako nani?
Naitwa Emboko.
Wewe weka pesa zako wapi? Tutoke hapa. Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation lina jukumu la kulinda pesa zako kwenye benki.
Welcome back. Welcome back. DCI detectives recover 9 million Kenya shillings of the 94 million that was stolen by Wells Fargo staffers. The relentless efforts by the detectives led to the arrest of 4 key suspects: Ismail Patrick Gitonga, Michael Matoro Njeru, Samuel Onyango, and Martin Deringanga. In the operation, what? Anyway, now the elusive cash box used in transporting the stolen money was found hidden in a forest near Gataka Market in Karen. What shocked me is how Kenyans were disappointed with the thieves for not evading the authorities. They were like, nah, how?
If you're dreaming,
what do you mean? We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How could you?
If you're dreaming big, dream big all the way, my friends. If you're thinking of big numbers, then you need to think through the escape as well. Like, don't just plan the heist, plan the escape as well. You clearly had it all figured out. You evaded the cops that usually follow, like the Wells Fargo cars. Good for you. But your escape plan was a market and Tungis. Deeply disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have thought through that. If you're going to be thinking big, think big all the way through. If it's big money, then also big escape plans. Unapatwa kasarani aje jamani. Make it make sense. If you're caught, it should require extradition. You have 94 okay, it's really not a lot of money when you think about it, like internationally, but you should need extradition from wherever you are. Waku, they have to, like, you have to be cuffed on a private jet. That's the kind of way you should come back home after stealing.
Reddington vibes, I like it.
Mariam, mimi nashangaa wewe unatoka region gani, because kama ni mimi ningeiba.
Yeah.
Ningekuja tu hapa archives nimwage wa Kenya. Tusaidike si wote.
Lakini wewe ndo utashikwa.
Ni sawa, wewe ndo utashikwa.
Because wewe unaiba pesa kuja kwa mtungi, kwa unataka region gani? Wewe kwa mtungi.
Kwa nini hatuongei ile kitu yenye watu wanajua obvious?
Which is
9.1 million that was recovered.
Of course.
It is not 9.1 million that was recovered. I mean, hata mimi ningekuwa naenda kushika hao watu.
Hata mimi.
I mean, I'm not saying, but anyway, so Kenyans were really disappointed in the fact that they were caught. Well, does this go to say that we have such an amazing DCI that they are so on point with their job and they capture people who steal from Kenyans?
No.
They're very smart and genius to come.
The DCI told us about for 39 trillion.
Is that what we are saying? Are we also saying that, you see, Kenyans are also very angry at people who try and steal Komabavu. Today there was a guy who was arrested in Ruiru. He was an armed robber. Karibu achapa na watu auawe. And then it's the same Kenyans who are celebrating somebody who is stealing from other people. So Wakenya wanasema usiibe na mabavu, iba na ujanja.
No, I think I don't think that's it. I think the disappointment is in the getting caught. It's like, it's not saying that you should have stolen just cleverly the ujanja. No, it's that kama ulikuwa na akili ya kufikiria 94 million utaiba, kwa na kufollow through pia na vile uta escape. I think
hawajua ni pesa ngapi wameiba.
Maybe for that to happen they would have had to recruit more people, and then that means the pie is getting smaller and smaller, and we were like zero hapana.
No, you can do this.
Like 20 MPs, so kwa wanne 20 MPs.
Yeah.
So then I think kuna watu walikuwa wameplani kitu, then kuna watu walikuwa wamekuja pale kama exit plan. Because hao wale wamepatikana, nimesha kuona najua hata ni pesa ngapi wanaiba, because hao wazito wenyewe na jana walikuwa na exit plan nzuri. Sasa mali wako unajua
ndio wako na hizo 80 million allegedly.
Hakuna kitu. I want you to think about it this way. You know, about a year or two, I don't know when it was that Kenyans took to the streets to demonstrate on behalf of the police and how poorly they're paid, where they live, and you know there were all these issues that were, you know, that they were trying to fight for. If I am a cop, right? Hypothetically speaking, here I am earning this mega salary, and then I am the one who is the arresting officer. Looking at all these mitungis, knowing full well zile deni niko nazo, niko na bibi wawili, niko na side chick, like life is lifing.
Before calling the press.
Alafu ni mimi, Kido, Mariam, na Mato. I'm like, guys, let's just take a pause. Let's breathe. Wewe kuchukua hizi mbili.
Hii pesa imekuwa insured tayari?
Tayari. In fact, washatengeneza zingine hii weekend yenye ilipita.
Can I even go back?
I don't know.
Even back to the heist,
honestly.
Those cars, the cars that carry money always have a police escort.
Yeah.
They say these guys outsmarted them and snuck out of the parking area without the cops seeing them.
How?
I'm sorry.
One of them must have been in on it. Still lazima mtu akwe lookout.
Of course.
Nijifanye I am not seeing. What do you mean you're not seeing that big truck pull out of the parking and leave? And you're just like you have to just pretend I'm looking somewhere else.
We just hope the ones who are arrested are not tortured into revealing where the rest of the money is.
Yeah.
I'm going to just ask you this.
I mean, if you guys have the money and I'm arrested, mina sema sayoyo, I will sing like a canary.
I believe you, Amina.
There was Brenda, Alicia,
This is not some ride or die nonsense. We're not doing that here. Nimeshikwa tumeshikwa.
Amina,
you're living your life. Yes,
hiyo pesa iko hapo kwa hiyo suitcase. Mimi nadhani hata siko sure kama ni legit pia. Unaweza tena imeweka tu hapo. Kifungo macho.
The hashtag is hata ungekuwa umefika na SPM. So unachukua mtungi bro. Anyway, the hashtag is TTTT. Our handle is at the Trend Live. Reach us on X. We'll be reading some of your tweets right after this short break.
A mammogram is a low-dose X-ray examination for breast. Okay. We do it for diagnostic purposes and also screening purposes.
We are focusing on what a mammogram is and how to self-breast examine while at home.
We start with the nipple, gently to pinch the nipple because sometimes there could be a lump or there could be something behind the nipple. Then flat fingers, it could be 2, it could be 3, it all depends on the size of your hand. Very gently, just around the nipple. And now, usually the best way to do it is in a shower or in a bath when there is a bit of soap, so there is a bit of, it's a bit easier to move around.
JKIA cleans and kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs and COVID-19 in your home. JKIA, your family's guardian against germs and COVID-19.
Kila unapotia bidii maishani, lengo lako ni kuhakikisha mapato ya jasho yako yanalindwa. Habari yako mama, wewe weka pesa zako wapi?
Mimi weka pesa zangu kwa hii mkebe.
Ai mama, sidhani hiyo mkebe iko safe. Wacha tukuulize Wakenya wengine. Je, wewe weka pesa zako? Mimi? Yes. Wewe. Tutoke hapa. Shiro, wewe weka pesa zako wapi?
Sio hizi pesa zangu.
Wakenya, msiogope kuhifadhi pesa zenyu kwenye benki. Pesa zenyu zitakuwa safe. Shirika la KDIC, Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation, lina jukumu la kulinda pesa zako kwenye benki. Weka pesa zako kwenye benki leo.
GoTV Stream iko mkononi, mechi yako na sports action yote, na watoije hata wao hawajawachwa nyuma. Wacha enjoyment izidi hii holiday na GoTV. GoTV Stream available from 1st December for all active customers.
Carrefour Black November deals zimefika. Get MasterChef cooking oil at only $9.85, Guru Basmati rice at $9.85, fresh chicken drumsticks at $4.85, na potato loose at 69 shillings. Enjoy up to 50% off with Carrefour Black November.
At Stanbic Kenya, we believe in your financial potential, and we are here to help you reach new heights. Enjoy an attractive interest rate of up to 14% per annum on your savings. Make the most of this exclusive offer today and let your money thrive. For more details, call us today or visit a branch near you. Stanbic Bank.
How do you keep your toilets clean? I use normal detergent and bleach for washing.
The detergent and bleach cleanless can leave behind yellowness, rust, and germs. Harpic's 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach, and kills 99.9% illness-causing germs in your toilet, including the COVID-19 virus.
This is NTV.
The fishing they are doing for a scandal in this administration, they are not about to succeed.
Of oil scam, our scam fishing. President William Ruto slams opposition leader Raila Odinga over controversial government-to-government oil deal.
There is nothing that these guys are ready to give
in on.
Also tonight, was the national dialogue process a waste of time? Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni says the public has been played. We tell you why. Plus,
watoto pia mumia, alafu isitoshe pia tunahofia sana magonjwa.
Floods, deaths and displacement. A student electrocuted in Mombasa as floods render hundreds of residents homeless. And
Justice Wanjiku.
Abuse, neglect and all other pains inflicted in childhood and the trauma that follows.
He would go all the way and then make me sit and watch him with a house girl.
My being a little bit some kind of a disciplinarian really affected my children. Now looking back, all I can see is just pain and wish that my son was alive.
And these children become a social misfit. But where did all that come from? An abuser.
See, traumatized people traumatize people. Hurt people hurt people. The matter of childhood trauma before our news court tonight.
Mortein Doom, with its trusted formulation, it provides protection in seconds. So spread the Mortein Doom message of how we, you and I, can fight to end malaria.
Mortein Doom, Kenya's #1 choice.
And we need 2 Royco cubes because iron gives you strength to skuma yourself to be the best you can be.
On my dark marks, I've tried everything from A to Z, even vitamin C, but hardly any results. Nivea Lumina 630 works from day 1 with visible results in just 2 weeks and 71% dark marks reduction in 12. Join the 1 million women already using the #1 Lumina 630 from Nivea.
It's the most fun-filled month of the year, and GoTV's going all out for little ones of all ages. Our crazy characters will be lighting up their screens all day long. There's plenty to do for the whole family with our world-class kids channels. For non-stop festive fun, stay connected or reconnect to GoTV to keep busy brains entertained and learning this festive season.
Ooh, yes!
GoTV, love it.
A mammogram is a low-dose X-ray examination for breast. Okay. We do it for diagnostic purposes and also screening purposes.
We are focusing on what a mammogram is and how to self-breast examine while at home.
We start with the nipple, gently to pinch the nipple because sometimes there could be a lump or there could be something behind the nipple. Then flat fingers, it could be 2, it could be 3, it all depends on the size of your hand. Very gently, just around the nipple. And now, usually the best way to do it is in a shower or in a bath when there is a bit of soap, so there is a bit of, it's a bit easier to move around.
JKIA cleans and kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs and COVID-19 in your home. JKIA, your family's guardian against germs and COVID-19.
Hodi. Habari yako mama. Wewe weka pesa zako wapi?
Mimi weka pesa zangu kwa hii mkebe.
Mama, sidhani hiyo mkebe iko safe. Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation lina jukumu la kulinda pesa zako kwenye benki.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Right before the break, we said we're going to read some of your messages on X. Mariam, you have them too?
Yeah. Stan Cold Kamwati says, come on Amina Abdirabad, take the fall, utapata nimekuwekea share yako ya pesa 10% vizuri. Minimum 10 years, alafu ukujie. Simple as that.
I mean, I'd really have to trust you. I've seen that happen though, but sometimes people run away with the money.
Oh, big time.
I do 10 years in the slammer, and then you guys, I can't. That same day I am arrested. I'm like, Mato anaishi pale kile junction ya sijui wapi na wapi. Go get him right now. He has the rest of the money.
MT Rimba pia amesema mmesahau kumention the name of the forest mitungi zilipatikana. I need to take a hike this weekend just in case. Just in case. Yep. He also says let's blame KRA for the airport leak while he confiscate drip za watu kulipa tax, and the existing infrastructure could not handle anymore.
Polo D says kwani walikuwa maji ndio wakaficha pesa kwa mtungi.
Wow. Akili, my guy.
Guys, KOT.
And then there's somebody who calls themselves TTTT Watch. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
The tree planting holiday was just an insult to us. It's like treating colon cancer with Panadol and expecting to survive. We are battling high costs of living and skyrocketing taxes imposed on us every day, and the best we deserve is a tree planting holiday. What a shame.
What an absolute shame. We want to be able to afford life. Gosh, you know what, I used to see people complain about New York. I'd be like, wow, that's so expensive. And then just slowly seeing how expensive life is becoming now in Kenya, it's worrying. It really is. And every day we are just, this is being taxed now, and this has, you know, changed prices from 100 bob to 2,000.
When fuel was 80 bob, if someone would have told you to Africa 200, you'd have said, not in my lifetime.
Yeah, not in my lifetime. Sindio.
Ilifika so tukashtuka.
Yeah.
Ilifika so, oh my gosh, economy mbaya.
Na bado na niliwaambia bado mkienda huko hiyo picha unakaa tu uko na mashida. I don't know anyone who looks good on their ID, but I'm imagining if I'm paying 2,000 bob to replace it, please Emmanuel Jambo ama Boat, and it was Boat. A good photographer. Now let's talk about the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. DCI has left Kenyans on X confused after announcing the arrest of 8 suspects in Nairobi in connection with the $439 trillion fraud. DCI said in a statement that the 8 suspects who are currently in custody were targeting 2 foreign businessmen. According to the sleuths, they managed to recover several cash boxes with fake US dollars, amongst other things, during the operation. Yani watu wanaiba GDP ya dunia.
After GDP ya dunia
are so daring. No, let's just go back to that number. $439 trillion.
Yeah.
So they counted $439 trillion.
They didn't.
No,
they said
case.
that was what was meant to be stolen from these 2 foreign nationals.
Yeah.
First of all, global GDP, yote 105 trillion. What is DCI? What's 400
But you know, GDP is not actual money.
It's not. It's not. Can we be serious? Also, another thing. Like, let's just engage our faculties. Yeah, $36,000 as a bribe is maybe 5-point-something million for a deal worth 439 trillion. Like, I think DCI just take whatever you tell them. They're like, take the statement, take the statement. Cool, that's a lot of money. You were gonna steal how much? 439 trillion. And then they just copy paste it and put it on Twitter, because there's no way those figures are real. How do you bribe someone 36,000 USD for a deal worth 439 trillion? Like, that makes no sense.
And some of these people are people who have actually been seen gallivanting with some of our Kenyan politicians. Politicians who are leaders of the day.
Ongeza allegedly hapo, just in case.
It is a photo.
No, a photo. In the year of in the year of our Lord 2023, a picture could be from anywhere. It could be from AI.
Okay. Yeah. I have another one for you. I have another one for you. Allegedly, okay, these same politicians that are allegedly in these alleged pictures were allegedly part also of the fake gold scam. Allegedly.
This is a smart, I can say this is a smart move, because if you're going big, you're going big for good. Because ukishikwa, unatoa kidogo tu hapo, inakria hiyo manini, mabailing, nini, life inasonga.
What would you do with 439 trillion?
What is that amount?
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't. It's not in global circulation, guys.
You know, you just
no, I delete your tweets, by the way. They don't feel any like guys have called us out, let's delete. No, nothing.
Like the biggest flex was buying Twitter and telling Wikipedia to change their W to D. As in,
it's a lot of money. And also, you know, just like when when they told us, or rather when the story came out about the 94 million bob being stolen, the whole time I was just like, wow, that's in one weekend. They were like that's where I was stuck at. So now, even with this story, I'm just like, there are people in this same Nairobi, the deals they're sitting down to discuss, the zeros cannot feel.
But
I need a politician.
Everything about it is fishy. Even these foreign nationals being told, come clear your cargo very quickly, and they hop on a plane and they come to JKIA and they're ready to give this 36,000. There's so many question marks about this story, guys. And then now when they were told, they were also questioned about the deal. I'm like, did they also say the deal was worth 439 trillion?
It's a lie.
Yani vile unaambiwa come upande matatu ama cab, yeye anapanda ndege.
Private jet.
Aya sawa, anapanda ndege hivyo.
Private jet.
Lanes.
So what do you read about?
Tumechezo, that's all I know.
Gold.
We need to talk about. Anyway, a popular X page called Hoti Promo, which boasts of 1 million followers, called on Tanzania's Minister of Information Communication and Information Technology, Mr. Nape Moses, to stop blocking their VPN so that their clients can benefit from their products, just as he allegedly does. The allegedly was clear, right? In a statement by Martin Masese, a renowned Tanzanian blogger, a section of Tanzanian journalists investigated claims that the minister enjoyed the account's content and found that he does follow the account. Why can't Tanzanians let Waziri prosper? So,
or why can't Waziri let Tanzanians prosper?
True. He should, right?
Yeah, he should. Honestly, it's always the guys who are the loudest about being anti-something that are secretly, you know, very, very pro-it. I think we've seen this happen many times, especially with politicians, because they like to be loud and they like to wear what they think is their moralities, like as a badge of honor, and they're very loud about it. In the States, usually they get cancelled. They're very like anti-abortion, and then a babe comes out and she's like, this is the money he sent me for the abortion. Look at this. Or, you know, very pro-LGBTQ, I mean anti-LGBTQ.
Yeah, and then you find he's on
in the closet, big time. So this is just another case of that. The one who is shouting the loudest, trying to tell you, don't watch X video, no, that's the one that you should be looking at. Like, I just know. But
like, come on, I think we can agree one thing. Pornography, adult content, it is for certain ages, it is bad. It is bad. It is not good. It corrupts your mind. Apparently, it leads to memory loss. You lose your train of thought. What was I saying?
I like it. Nice one, nice one.
So bad.
It is bad. I'm about to take you serious.
Yes, in 1 minute.
Bora say, huyo minister ni mtu mkubwa. So I don't know, Tanzanians are entitled kitu nafaa kuona sijui, but kila mtu na maisha yake mbambe.
Yeah, well, at least they just, you know, see their ministers are, you know, searching for lewd content. Meanwhile, us here in this nation, we get to see inappropriate pictures that we shouldn't have
seen. It unites Kenyans.
Because, and let me tell you, have you seen the pictures really trend in this country?
And late night TikTok.
Late night TikTok. And it's all over the country. And I find it so shameful. I get secondhand embarrassment because I can imagine someone who, you know, is a cabinet minister or is a member of parliament, and then these pictures, and then the pictures always just look so bad. So
ni kama zile picha za chakula ukikula angalia na kupata inakuwa pia mbaya.
That's true. Inakuwa mbaya. So all of them released is just
I feel bad for Tanzanians though, because this whole account kind of just made them, you know, like lit a fire under their belly. Like, look at what your minister is doing. Look at what your minister is doing. But he's busy gatekeeping, basically, you know.
But alikuwa akifollow ndio ajue ni nini watu hawafai kufollow.
Okay, research.
Unaonja kidogo. Research for what?
Alikuwa anakula na macho.
In Kenya, they say that on average, it's in the top 5 websites that we search. And I'm being polite, it's actually top 3. I think it's top 2, but those are the websites that a lot of Kenyans like to browse. See, because of data and research. What do you mean?
They always release. They release the top 10 searches in the country, top 10 searches by region, top 10 searches by everything.
Sawa.
Kidombo unajifanya.
Mimi nawashuku.
No, the places actually that have the highest searches for those kinds of sites are the most conservative countries.
Yes, that is true. The Middle East.
Hao ndio wanakuanga top kwa numbers.
The Middle East. No, honestly, even your DMs, I'm sure, Mariam, if you checked through, Indians and guys from the Middle East, I don't know what's going on. I don't know is happening. What is going on? Yeah,
always in New Delhi, someone is always in Bangalore.
Yani,
whole story, bro.
Serikali yako inakupea holiday, kuna mtu anapanda miti kwa DM yako.
But like the trees that were planted, those ones in the DM will not live to see the light of day.
Yeah. Now, there's a story that also came out earlier this week of musician, award-winning singer Avril, who said that, you know, her baby daddy, do I call him baby daddy? Producer and director Jay Blessing, and her had an altercation that, of course, led to her having to go to hospital, and people were very, very concerned. But I was really shocked when I read the comments on Avril's page. I thought we would all be against violence, and people were just coming at her from all directions, some telling her she deserves it, some telling her that she saw it coming, people making fun of her with her music. I did not see that coming. Did you guys see that story?
I did, yeah.
I personally saw the story, but I'm too close to it to comment here. So
I'll wait for Avril and Jay Blessing to give us the real story, so that for us to comment. But Kenya washaanza umweka pressure mpaka amedeactivate IG, but it's something sad for the community.
Who was deactivated?
Avril.
Oh no, really?
Pressure ni mbaya.
Oh no.
I'll just say a little empathy. First of all, the people in the DMs who are being so crude. I don't know what's going on with you, but a little empathy. I think it's very easy to look at people going through things and be like, oh, that could never be me, or you're an idiot for, you know, staying through that.
Yep.
And it's very easy to sit on like your high horse and be judgmental of people like that, but it's not really as easy as people make it seem. So yeah, just a lot of love to Avril. Yeah, I think in her own time, she'll probably come out and tell us.
I'm such a girl's girl. I never even want to wait for any details. I'm just like, it's the man's fault.
Yeah.
Whatever they have said he has done, he did it. And I'm so sorry to Avril. Domestic violence is not okay. Both for women, men, it is not okay. It is not. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And anyone else who is currently going through that.
It's a bad week for the stars, because Casey is also suing Diddy for the same, for rape and assault as well.
Yes, Cassie suing Diddy. I saw that $30 million. Years of abuse, rape, and all types of things. You should read it. It's many pages, but surviving Diddy is coming very soon. The things that man has done. Anyway, we don't have time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Kido. Thank you, Mato. Thank you, Mariam. You guys can now enjoy your weekend. You, however, we have a date, you and I, at 10 p.m. for The Trend. But right now, it's time for the news. My name is Amina Abdirabah. Good evening.